The honest truth about the Air Jordan 12 Flue game. I was able to hit on these, so I am expecting restocks. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I was able to hit on these from Snipes about 2 hours after the release. So they released at 10 a.m. by like 12:30. I was able to cop on Snipes. I got through the queue, and here they are. For retail, the Air Jordan 12 Flue game. I am going to tell you guys right now, expect restocks of this sneaker online like crazy. We're going to see a bunch of restocks. They're already starting to happen. So if you did miss out on a pair of the Flue Game 12s, be sure to be on the lookout on online retailers because they did have plenty of stock. They did sell out, of course. It's the Flue Game 12. We're going to talk more about this sneaker. We'll talk about Resell. We'll talk about the Flue Game name because to me it makes zero sense, and I want you guys to form your opinion and leave it down below in the comments when you continue watching this video. So here are the Flue Game 12s. Very, very nice. Quality is A1. It's very nice. Nice leather. And it's just a good overall pair of Air Jordan 12s. If you love the Air Jordan 12, you already know that this is a classic. It's an iconic sneaker. Let's talk about the Flue Game 12, the name behind Flue Game. Because to me, it's bullshit. I'm going to straight up say it, and here's why. Michael Jordan himself, in the Last Dance documentary, if you go back and watch it, or if you just remember, or if you've never seen it before, watch it, you're going to hear Michael Jordan talk about this sneaker and how he was not sick. He did not have the flu. So Jordan Brand, Nike played it off for marketing purposes, of course, just like they did with the Jordan 1, that these were the flu games and Michael Jordan was sick and did a bunch of scoring, scored a bunch of points in this sneaker. That's not true. Yes, he did score a bunch of points and had an amazing game, but the truth is, according to Michael Jordan, he says that he had a bunch of pizza before the game. So maybe it was bad pizza. Maybe, in my opinion, one of two things. This is just my opinion. There's no facts behind what I'm about to say, but just my opinion. Either one, it is true with the pizza, and when you're about to do any sport, you shouldn't be eating a bunch of pizza right before, right? If you're going to devour 5, 6, 7, even the whole pie before a game, that's not a good idea. That's pretty obvious, right? You're gonna wind up not feeling good. Your stomach is full. The food didn't digest, and here you are playing basketball. You gotta wait hours for your food to digest and go down your system and everything. So obviously, that's not a good idea. However, this is just another opinion of mine. Michael Jordan was hungover. That's all I'm going to say. One of those two things, he could have just said it was pizza because it's a documentary. He doesn't want to expose himself and say, oh, yo, I was hungover. I get it, right? So one of two things in my opinion, but we know for a fact now, the man was not sick, right? If you eat some bad food or even have too much food, you're not sick. You just ate too much food or you just had some bad food. You're not sick. You don't have the flu. Do you see what I'm saying? So Michael Jordan told us the truth, his truth about that in the Last Dance documentary. So Nike just played on that for marketing purposes like they've done so many times before. The Air Jordan 1 being the biggest example there is. So I get it. It is, you know, marketing to help sell product, right? That's all it comes down to. But it's just a BS thing to me, if you ask me. We're not going to call these the food poisoning or the pizza 12s or the hungover 12s if he was hungover from the night before. So, the Flue Game, it is what it is. To me, personally, I'd rather call these like the bread 12s. I think it makes the most sense. Black and red, straightforward. But Flue Game is what we know and have called it for years on end now in the sneaker world. So here they are, the Flue Game 12s. Resell has gone down a little bit. It's still staying strong at around $280 to $300. The bigger size is a little over $300. I do think it will remain that way because, well, it's an Air Jordan 12, one of the most classic, iconic colorways of the Air Jordan 12, and people love their Air Jordan 12s. A lot of people come out to play when it comes to the Air Jordan 12, and it being an OG that Michael Jordan did a lot in that game, well, I do think Resell will stay around that price point. I don't think it's going to skyrocket. I don't think it'll go to retail, but I do expect them to stay at around the price they're at. So let me know what you guys think, what resale is going to happen with the Flue games, and let me know what you guys think is the truth behind the Air Jordan 12 Flue game name. Now, I know it's just the name of a shoe. Does it really matter at the end of the day? No. Do you like the shoe? Are you going to wear the shoe? That's really all that matters. But the name is a little controversial, if you ask me, because of, you know, Nike just playing it off with the Flue game. Anyway, let's take a look at the shoe. You do have that black Jumpman. Your all red bottom with the black hits, the black carbon fiber shank plate on the bottom there. Going up the shoe, you do got that red for the reptile pattern going on over here on the inside of the shoe as well. The black leather, it's tumbled, it's soft, and I do think they'll be comfortable on feet. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of Jordan 12s. I've never stepped foot in a pair of Air Jordan 12s, and I don't really plan on it. I'm not a huge fan of Jordan 12s personally. I know a lot of you guys absolutely love your Air Jordan 12s. If you guys picked up the Flue game 12s, let me know down below in the comments. Comment a bunch of fire emojis. If you guys did not pick these up for whatever reason, comment down below a bunch of trash emojis. I want to see who picked up the Flue game 12s and who did not. Retail was $210, and of course, they sold out. They flew. They were gonna fly, right? We knew that these were gonna sell out. So it's definitely a good shoe that they brought back. The last time we saw these was 2016, and they also sold out very quickly in 2016. I think the 2016 pair was harder to get for retail than this 2025. Just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys were into shoes back then and you picked up your Flue games or tried to pick up the Flue games, let me know. And let me know what you guys think about that. So I do think they're clean overall. It's a wearable sneaker because of the black, the red. It's a Chicago Bulls, very easy colorway to wear at the end of the day. Most people have, you know, tons of outfits that we could pull off with the Flue game Air Jordan 12. Very nice on the back. You do have the branding with the Air Jordan. It does read on the back there, quality inspired by the greatest player ever. You do have the Jumpman and your 23 as well on the bottom there. Running up the tongue, all leather on the tongue. You do got your stitched in Jumpman, as well as the 2 and the number 3. So 2 is written out, TWO, and then the number 3 there on the bottom. On the side, you do have the Jumpman right there on the plastic right here as well. Jordan 12s do last quite a bit of time. So if you're looking for a sneaker that's gonna last a long time, the Jordan 12 definitely will. The 2016 pair is still wearable to this day, 9 years later. So they definitely do last quite a bit of time. Much longer than Jordan 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. So they definitely will be able to have a lot of miles put into them. Let me know if you guys are paying resale for a pair. If you are going to wind up paying resale, I don't recommend paying too crazy of a price. Don't be paying $400 for this sneaker. But if you can get them for like around that $300 price point, I think it's a solid price to pay for a classic sneaker at the end of the day. And I know it's not supposed to be, but I do wish that these were actually metal, because some other Jordan 12s do have metal, but these are plastic. So that's just how it is. It's pretty close to the OG, I'll give it that. I never had the OG, but I have seen the OG in hand. And it's pretty close as we're going to get here in 2025 for the most part. On the inside, you do have, there's a look at the tag, and then you do have the black Jumpman with the red Jumpman logo. Black insole, red Jumpman logo. So I think these are clean overall, very wearable, and they are true to size like pretty much every Jordan Retro is for the most part. So I think it's a clean pair. I think they're very wearable, and I know there is a lot of hype for this OG sneaker. We're going to get a bunch of OG releases this year that there's going to be a ton of hype for. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button for me, and make sure you guys subscribe. We're about to hit 82,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 100K this year, so make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. And this has been the honest truth about the Air Jordan 12 Flue game. Very simply put, Nike lied to us all these years, well, for the past 10, 15 years minimum, maybe even more, on the truth about this sneaker, because it is not the Flue. He did not have the Flue. he did not have the flu. I know we call it the flu game, but Michael Jordan did not have the flu. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about the flu game. Air Jordan 12s, they did release this past Saturday, and of course, they did sell out. Flu game 12s, fire, straight fire. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys join the More family. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. We're always on the grind. We're never gonna stop. Always dropping that fire, straight fire. Thank you guys so much for watching. We out.